welcome back to Your Librarian Speaks. I'm everybody's favorite librarian, Heather Capriel, and I'm coming to you today from behind the camera, just giving you an overview here of our collection of RPG video games. Most of these are RPGs. There's some that aren't. And just wanted to give a quick shot of this before I kind of get on topic today. And that topic, of course, is going to be video games. I said I'd review them, and I will, and I just kind of wanted to give you guys sort of an idea of what you can expect from me in the coming weeks. The top shelf up here, well, not the very top, that's a random assortment of clutter that's been cleaned up from around here. Doesn't really have a home. The top shelf we have the Xbox games and the lone PlayStation 3 game. It's very lonely. I don't have time to play a lot of games, so that one is mine, and that's the only one that I've purchased. The next two shelves are the PlayStation 2 games, and there's some PSP games there also, off to the right. And the bottom shelf is the original PlayStation games and GameCube games. Don't have a lot of those. Now, before I get more on topic, I just want to do a couple of kind of random plugs. The first one is for Onion Kid 99, I think. That might be right. I'm sorry if it's not. He just got his channel going this past week. He already has some great stuff on it. So check it out. The next thing is I found these really nifty things while I was grocery shopping today. They are called Luna bars. And they're kind of marketed as the nutrition bar for women. They have a good amount of protein and fiber in them. And of course they have vitamins. See if I can get closer on this one and have you still read it. Calcium, folic acid, vitamin D, and iron. I really recommend these. They're tasty. I used to eat them. I used to take them to school and eat them for lunch. The next random plug I want to do is for the Girl Scouts. I got cookies from them today also while I was out. Thin Mints and Tagalongs, which are peanut butter patties dipped in chocolate. I've been probably overly critical of my experience in Girl Scouting. Truth is, it was not a bad experience. I did learn some fairly useful stuff, if not anything that I wanted to learn. I learned how to cook, and so and probably the most useful thing I actually learned in Girl Scouts was canine snout-to-mouth resuscitation. I actually got certified in that. And now we will go back to the topic at hand, which is RPGs. The ones that I have sitting out here on the bottom, let me move this. Are the ones that I am going to be reviewing. So with that, let's stop and take a look. Okay, in no particular order, these are the original PlayStation games I plan to, well, right now that I plan to review. They are Lunar 2, Eternal Blue, and Kudelka, and Breath of Fire 3. And I may not get to these for a while. There's a couple other games I'd rather play first before I move on to these. I have played all of these before, with the exception of Breath of Fire 3. That game is my husband's. But I have sat down and tried to play it over Christmas break, probably going on 3 or 4 years now. And it never happens. So I am bound and determined that I'm actually going to finish it. Kudelka is short enough I could probably clear through it in just a few days of free time. And that, of course, for those of you who don't know, that is the game that leads into the trilogy of Shadow Hearts games. Lunar and Lunar 2, I have played before. They're very fun. That was actually one of the activities we did when we started dating, is my husband and I would pick an RPG video game and sit on the couch and pass the controller back and forth. It was probably one of my absolute favorite things that we've done. We should do it more, but we don't. Okay, next up are Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2. These are the first of the PlayStation games that I'm planning on reviewing. I think there's about 5 of them total. And again, that won't be all that I'm reviewing. Just the ones that I want to get done right off the bat. Absolutely probably my favorite game of all time that I've ever played. The only thing that comes close has been Final Fantasy IV, and I'll review that as well. May do several reviews since they've remade it several times. Next up are Shadow Hearts and Shadow Hearts Covenant. These games I played kind of late in high school, senior year, I think. Really fun games. I really enjoyed both of these games. I was not incredibly satisfied with the end, or with Shadow Hearts from the New World. I will review that, but I have not finished it. I have not sat down to finish it yet. I got a little frustrated with it. When I sat down to first play it and realized that it had absolutely nothing to do with the series. It was just Xseed trying to milk the franchise, I guess. Next up on the PlayStation 2 games is Okami. I adore this game. Comes very high on my list. Not at the top, of course, that position's already filled. The artwork in this game is absolutely beautiful, and it's very well written as well. I do have a copy of this for the Nintendo Wii as well. I might review them both. Let me know what you think. If you want to see the PlayStation 2 review, the Wii review, or both. And I certainly am happy to review both if that's what people would like to see. Okay, we're getting into the Xbox games now. These are Dragon Age Origins, the expansion for Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age Origins Awakening, and Dragon Age 2. I have not actually sat down to play Dragon Age 2 yet, but I'm very much aware of the story. I was hanging around while my husband played it. Looks as much fun as the first 2 games. I'm a little nitpicky about some things in Dragon Age 2, but I'll cover those in my review. And last but certainly not least is Lost Odyssey. On my list of top 10 games, this easily comes in at number 2. It is one of the most fun, most innovative, and at the same time most nostalgic games I've ever played. The opening movie. The first time I played the game, I was sitting probably less than a foot away from the TV. Maybe about a foot away from the TV. When we just gotten an HD TV. One of our wedding presents. And I just about fell out of my chair. seeing this big meteor coming at me. Absolutely love that game. That's another wonderful game too. Certainly, of course, if there's a game that I have not mentioned, especially if it's one that you happen to see in any of the shots of our collection, that you'd like to see me review, I will do my best to find it and review it for you. If not, maybe I can rent it. Oh, before I forget, my first subscriber was Brady of what's his channel? Earthwatch, I think. Brady, if you like, you can have those cookies. Or if there's something else you prefer, then certainly that can be arranged. So hit me up if you want cookies or not, whatever. And this is me signing off for the day. Thanks for watching, and of course, feel free to subscribe. I plan to keep updating probably about once a week, maybe more. Thanks for watching.